I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina Hacienda.
He is very nearby this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
I find here that Don Pedro had bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
I pray you, is Signor Montalto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that news.
My cousin means Signor Benedick of Padua. I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
He hath done good service, lady, in his wars.
He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier, too, lady.
And a good soldier too, a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war betwixt Senor Benedick and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. Lord help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedick, it will cost him 1,000 pesos ere he be cured.
I'll hold friends with you, lady.
Two good friends.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January. Don Pedro has approached.
Aha, Senor Leonato. You're come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Will you endow us, sir, that you asked her?
Senor Benedick, no, for then were you a child.
Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father. If Signor Leonato be her father, she wouldn't have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
What? My dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible? Disdain should die while she has such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedick. Courtesy itself was conveyed disdain if you come in her presence.
Why, then is courtesy a turncoat? For it is certain I am loved of all ladies, only you accept it. And I wish I could find my heart that I had not a heart, for truly, I love none.
A dear happiness to women, they would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark and crow than a man swear he loves me.
I'll keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestined scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse than for such a face as yours were.
You are a rare parry teacher.
Heard of my tongue is better than a beast's of yours.
And would my horse have the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep your way. In God's name I have done.
Always into Jesus' way. I know you will always.
Senor Claudio, Senor Benedick, my dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month.
Let me bid you welcome, my lord, being reconciled to the prince, your brother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Will your grace lead on?
Your hand, Leonato. We will go together.
Benedick, dost thou know daughter, Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Would you question me as an honest man should do for my simple true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom as being the professed tyrant of this sex?
No, I pray thee speak in sober judgment.
In faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, too little for a great praise. Only this combination can I hold, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. But being no other than as she is, I do not like her.
Thou biddest I am a sport. I pray thee truly tell me how thou likest her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world fly such a true wrong?
Yea, in case to put it into.
In mine eyes, she's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. And there's her cousin. Was she not enraged with such a fury? It seems her as much in beauty as the 1st of May does the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to marry, have you?
I would scarce of myself, though I have sworn the contrary. If Hero would be my wife.
Has it come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor of 60 again? Go to in faith.
What secret hath kept you here that you followed not to Leonato's?
Count Claudio. He is in love. With who? Don't you grace his part. Mark how short his answer is. With Hero. Leonato's short daughter.
Amen if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two-faced and troth, Lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved or know how she should be worthy is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in despite of beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I think. That she brought me up. I likewise give her most humble thanks, but I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, all with hunger, my lord. Not with love.
Well, as time shall try. In time, even the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedick bear it, pluck off the bull's horns and set them in my forehead, and let me be vilely painted, and in such great letters as they write, here is good horse to hire, let them signify under my sign, here you may see Benedick, the married man.
Good Senor Benedick, repair to Leonato's. Commend me to him. And tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation.
So I mean.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir.
Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you and I were on this end in action, I looked on him with a soldier's eye. That liked but had rougher task in hand than to drive light into the name of love. But now I am returned, and the war thoughts have left their places vacant. In their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me after any Hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
If thou dost love fair Hero, cherish it, and thou wilt break with her and with her father, and thou shalt have her. I know we shall have revelry tonight. I will assume thy part in some society, and tell fair Hero I'm Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my owner's tale. Then after to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it thus.
What forgive you, my lord, why are you thus such a measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that grieves. Therefore my sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it? I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make the full show of this. You may do it without controlling. You have of late stood out against your brother, and Kathleen has taken you in his grace. For it is impossible that you should take true root, but by the fair weather that you make yourself.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And this, though it cannot be said that I am a flattering, honest man, it must not be denied that I am a plain-dealing villain. If I had my mouth, I would fight. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and speak not to alter me.
You make no use of your discontent.
I make all use of it, for I use it only.
Sir,
What news, Borachio?
the prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonato. I can give your lordship news of an intended marriage.
Sir, for any model to build mischief on.
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio.
Even he,
A proper squire. Who? Which way looks he?
Mary, on Hero, the daughter and heir to Leonato.
How came you to this?
I heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come, let us thither. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him any way, I bless myself every way. You are both sure you will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Their cheer is the greater that I am subdued. Would the cloak were of my mind. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I can never see him, but I am heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
You are an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedick. For one is too like an image and says nothing, and the other is too much like my lady's eldest son, ever more tattling.
Then half St. Benedick's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in St. Benedick's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world. If he could get her goodwill.
By my troth, please, thou wilt never get thee a husband. Thou art so shrewd of thy tongue. God will send you
No husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woolen.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
And what should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him. Therefore I will lead his apes into hell.
Go you into hell?
No, but to the gate. And there will the devil meet me like an old couple with horns on his head and say, get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here's no place for you maids. So deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter's for the heavens. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I trust you ruled by your father.
Yes, Faith. It is my cousin's duty to make courtesy and say, Father, as it pleased you. And yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or make another courtesy and say, Father, as it pleased me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer. The revelers are coming. Brother, make good room.
Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly, look sweetly, and say nothing. I am yours for the walk, and especially when I walk away.
With me in your company.
I may say so when I please.
And when it please you to say so, speak low if you speak low.
I know you well enough. You are Senor Antonio.
The word I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
Tell you the truth. I counterfeit him.
You could never do him so ill well if you were not the very man. Kiss his dry hand up and down. You are he, you are he.
At a word, I am not. Oh, wait a moment.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
No, will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedick that said so.
What is he?
Oh, I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. His only gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, for he both pleases men and angers them. And then they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. I would he had boarded me.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Oh, do. Do. We must follow the leaders.
In ever good thing.
Sure, my brother is amorous of Hero, and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it. The ladies follow her, and but one visor remains.
That is Count Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored of Hero. I pray you, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affections.
So did I too, and he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the debate.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince was for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. This is an action hourly proof, which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, Hero.
Oh, Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
come, will you go with me?
Whither?
About your own business, County, but the prince hath got your Hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray leave me.
Alas, full heart foul. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince is fooled. Ha! I am not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so gives me out. But I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, senor, where is the count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I have played the part of lady fame. I found him here, his melancholy is a large and award. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace has got the good will of his young lady.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her said she is much wronged by you.
She misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was duller than a great thought, that I was the prince's jester. Utterly jest upon jest, with such impossible conveyance upon me that I stood like a man in a mark with a whole army shooting me. She speaks volumes, and every word stands. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no years living near her. She would infect to the North Star. So indeed, all this quiet awe and perturbation follows her.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service for the world's end? I will go now to the slightest errand to the Antipodes which confides the Signor. I will fetch you a hair of the great conspirator. Do you any envisage for the Pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this party? You have no employment for me.
None.
But to desire your good company. Here is a dish I love not. I cannot ignore my lady come.
Come, lady, come. You've lost the heart of Senor Benedick.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Once before he wanted of me with false dice. Therefore your grace may well say I have lost it.
You put him down, lady. You put him down.
So I should he would not do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why? How now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count. Seville as an orange and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true. Though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one. I broke with her father, and his good will obtain. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
My lord, take of me my daughter, and with her all my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say, amen to it.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. If I were but little happy, if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give away myself for you, and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Oh, I thank it, poor fool. It keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord, poor alliance. Thus goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey-ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Hath your grace ne'er a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands, the maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord, unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech you, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best becomes you, for out of question you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried, but then a star danced, and under that I was born. Cousin, God give you joy.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There's very little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She is never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For I've heard my daughter say she have often dreamed of her happiness, and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means.
She were an excellent wife of Benedick.
Oh, Lord, my lord, if they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on precious a lot of all his rights.
Not till Monday, my good son, which is hence a just 7 night, and the time too great to have all things answered my mind.
I warn thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Senor Benedick and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have the match, and I doubt not but the fashion, if you three will but minister such assistance as I shall give you direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights watching.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentlemen.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
And Benedick is not the unhopefullest husband that I know. Thus far can I praise him. He is of a noble strain, of approved valor and confirmed honesty. I will show you how to humor your cousin, so that she shall fall in love with Benedick. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedick that despite his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I be crossed.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment will prove medicinal to me. I am sick in his pleasure to him, and whatsoever comes athwart his affections ranges evenly with mine. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall
show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship 1 year since how much I'm enamored of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to hero.
I remember.
I came, and in unseizable instance of the night, appointed her to look out at her mistress's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
Go you to the prince and tell him that he hath wronged his honor by marrying the renowned Claudio to such a contaminated tale, such a one as hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo hero and to kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavor anything.
Go then, find a meet hour to draw the prince and Count Claudio along. Tell them that you know that hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them to see me as Margaret's widow. Hear me call Margaret hero. I will so fashion the matter that there shall appear such seeming truth of hero's disloyalty.
I will put it in practice. Be cunning in thy workings, and thy fee is 1,000 pieces.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool, when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. I will not be sworn that love may transform him into an oyster, but I'll take my oath on it. Till he hath made an oyster of me, she'll never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise I'll come. Virtuous I'll never cheapen her. Fair I'll never look on her. Noble not I for an angel. With discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be what color pleases God. The prince is seen more love. I will hide me in the arbor.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Now divine hair, now is his soul ravished. Is it not strange that sheep's guts should hail souls out of men's bodies?
See you where Benedick hath hid himself. Oh, very well, my lord.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One was in sea and one on shore. To one thing comes some never. Not so, but let them go. And be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny. Sing no more ditty, sing no more of dance so dull and heavy. Oh, all of man was ever saw, since summer birth was levy. Then sigh, not so, but let them go. And be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny, into hey nonny nonny.
By my troth, a good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
Ha! No, faith, thou singest well enough.
And he had been a dog that should have howled thus, they would have hanged him.
The best I can, my lord.
Farewell. Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today? That your niece Beatrice was in love with Senor Benedick?
Oh, I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Senor Benedick, whom she hath in all outward appearances seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, wake up.
God, counterfeit! There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Make the wellness vision fight.
What effects, my lord? My daughter will sit you heard her tell you how?
She did indeed.
How? How, I pray you?
I should think this a trick, but that the white-bearded fellow speaks it.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedick?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
Down upon her knees, she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
She doth indeed. My daughter says so. My daughter says she is sometime afeard she will do herself a desperate outrage. It is very true.
It were good that Benedick knew of it.
To what end? You will make a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
I pray you, tell Benedick of it and see what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hear of, and surely she will die. For she says she will die if he love her not. And she will die or she make her love known. And she will die if he will her.
If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, if you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
He's a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
Before God, in my mind, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit. I love Benedick well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he does not dote upon her this, I'll never trust my expectation.
Let the same net be spread for her, and that must your daughter and a gentleman carry. Let's send her in to come today.
This can be no truth. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth that is from Yeaw. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have the full vent. Love me, why? Must be requited. They say, too, that she would rather die than give any sign of affection for me. I can never think to marry. I must not seem too proud, for I'll be horribly in love with her. I may, chance, have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves me in his youth, he cannot endure at his age. No. The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Sweet Beatrice, I thank you for your pain.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure then in this mess?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a doll withal. Have no stomach, senor? Fare you well.
Ha! Against my will, I am sent to bid you come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those things than you take pains to thank me. Well, that's as much as to say, any pains I take to you is as easy as thanks. I am a villain if I do not love her. I will go get her picture.
Good, Margaret. Run thee to the
parlor, there shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the Prince and Claudio. Whisper her ear and tell her that I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our holdest horse is all of hers. There she will hide until listen our propose. This is thy office, fare thee well knit, and leave us alone.
I'll make her come. I warned you, cousin.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice does come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new betrothed lord.
And did they bid her tell you of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they love Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full, as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, he does deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn right sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on, and her wit values itself so highly that to her all manner else being weak, she cannot love.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will counsel Benedick to fight against his passions.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment. Beacon having such swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, to refuse so rare a gentleman as Senor Benedick.
He is the only man in Mexico, always excepted my dear Claudio.
When are you married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow. Come, go in.
She's lying, I warrant you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by half. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt farewell, maiden pride adieu. No glory was behind your back of such. And Benedick, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. Thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others' sake thou dost deserve, and I believe it, better than accordingly.
Gallants. I am not as I have been.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant. There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money. Well, everyone can master grief, but he that hath it. Indeed, that tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude, he is in love. Oh, Yeaw, come, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these Hutchins must not hear. For my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret find this way to part with Beatrice. So the bears not fight one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure serves, I would speak to you.
In private.
If it please you. Yet Count Claudio may stay, for what I will speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to marry tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not, and let that appear hereafter and aim better at me by that I now will manifest.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she, Leonato's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal?
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. Go but with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber window into it, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. But if you go with me, I will show you enough. And when you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I do see anything, why should I marry her tomorrow? in the congregation where I should wed, there will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no further till you are my witnesses. Bear it coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Are you good men and true?
Yea.
Being chosen for the prince's watch.
We'll give them their charge, neighbor Dogberry.
Get on, King,
Don't take off, sir!
This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men. You're to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How will I stand?
Why then, take no note of him and let him go.
If he will not stand when he is bidding, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True. And they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. You shall also make no noise in the streets.
We would rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
Why, you speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman, for I cannot see how sleepy should have been. Well, you're to call all the alehouses and bid those that are drunk, get them to bed.
How if they will not come?
Why then, let them alone till they are sober. And if they make you not the better answer, you may say they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir!
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, quite the more is for your honesty.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my well. Much more a man who has any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry at night, you must call to nurse and bid her to still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then depart in peace, and let the child wake who is crying. For the youth that will not hear her lamb when it pops will never answer a calf when he pleads.
It is very true.
Well, masters, good night. And there be any matter of way chances, call at me. Keep your fellows' counsels in your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Master, we hear our charge. Let us sit upon this church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
One word more on it, neighbor. I pray you, watch about your Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great coil tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant. I beseech you.
What, Conrad?
Please, stir not.
Conrad, I say! Mass, my witch, I thought there would a scout pop up.
There will only be an answer to that, and a boy with that head.
Know you that I have heard of tonight, I have heard of Don John tonight, 1,000 pesos. Know you also that I have wooed Margaret by the name of Carolyn. She reads well her mistress of Chamberlain, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale by I should first tell you how the prince, Don John, and Count Claudio saw far off in this orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was hero.
2 of them did, the prince and Count Claudio. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as was appointed the next day, and there, before the whole congregation, shamed her with what he saw overnight, and sent her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name! Dead!
Call us the right master constable we have here, the most dangerous piece of lechery ever done in the Commonwealth.
And Lucky Fawn is one of them. I know him. He wears a look.
Masters, masters.
You'll be made bring the form forth, I warrant you.
Masters.
Never speak! We charge you to obey you, to go with...
We're likely to prove a goodly commodity
question I want you. Come, we'll obey you. Good, Ursula. Did you wake my cousin Beatrice and desire her to rise?
I did know.
And bid her come hither?
I did. Troth, I think your element here were better.
No, pray thee, good Ursula. I'll wear this.
By my troth, not so good, and I warrant your cousin will agree with me.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this. God, give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
She'll be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee, art not ashamed? Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now do you speak in the sick of tune?
And not on all other tune, methinks. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock since time you were ready. Hi-ho, I am exceedingly ill. Get you some of this distilled cutted Benedictus and lay it to heart. It's the only thing for qualm. Benedictus? Why Benedictus? You have some moral in this Benedictus.
Moral, no, by my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain, holy Thistle. I am not such a fool to think that you're in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet Benedick was such another. Now has he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not. But methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this thy tongue piece?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, Count Claudio, Senor Benedick, Don John, and all the gallants of the town come to fetch you to church.
Help me to get ready, good God. Good May, good Ursula.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Brief, I pray you. It is a busy time with me.
Marry, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is. What is it, my good friend? I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our watch tonight, accepting your worship's presence, obtain a couple of errant knaves, as in any. Messine.
A good old man, sir. He will be talking, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God's a good man, and 2 men ride of a horse. One must ride behind. All men are not alike, the last good neighbor.
Indeed, he comes too short of you, neighbor.
Kiss the God kiss.
I must leave you.
One word, sir. Our watch, sir, have indeed comprehended 2 auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me.
It shall be sufficient.
Drink some wine before you go. Fare you well.
My lord, they stay upon you to bring your daughter to her husband.
I will wait upon them. I am ready.
Go, good partner, go. Get you to Francis C. Cole and bid him bring his pen and inkhorn to the jail. We are now to examination, these men.
And we must do it wisely.
We will spare for no wit, I warrant you. Here's I shall drive some of them to a non-come. Only get the learned writer to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Brief, I pray you, Friar Francis, only to the plain form of marriage, and you shall recount their particular duties afterwards.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
What? To be married to her. Friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
No uni hero?
None, my
Know you any, Count?
I dare make his answer none.
Right, steady by. Father, by your leave, will you as free and unconstrained soul give me this maid or daughter?
As freely, son, as God to give her me.
And what have I to give you back? Whose worth can have her poise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. Here, Yeaw, take her back again. Give not this much orange your friend. She is but a sign and semblance of her honor. Behold, like a maid, she blushes there. Would you not swear, all that see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows neither a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to a brute wanted.
My lord, if you with your own proof have vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
No, but as a brother, two weak sisters showed battle sincerity and told me love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
You seem to me as diamond in her orb, as chaste as is the blood ere it is flown. But you are more intemperate in your blood. The meat of those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wise?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What? Should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to lead my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these words spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
True, oh God!
Leon, stand I here. This is not the prince, this is not the prince's brother. This face not heroes. Are our eyes not our own?
All of this is so, my lord, but what of this?
Let me move on one question to your daughter. And by that fatherly and kindly power that you have in her, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so as thou art my child.
Oh God, defend me, how I am beset. What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who could blot out that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can hero. Hero itself can blot out her virtue. What man was he talked with you yesternight? Out your window betwixt 12 and 1. Now you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no hand at that hour, my lord.
Why, then are you no maiden? Leonato, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, and this grieved count did see her, hear her at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed most like a liberal villain confessed the vile encounters they've had 1,000 times in secret.
Fie, these things are not to be named, my lord, not to be talked of. Pretty lady, I am sorry for thy much misgovernment.
But fare thee well, most foul, most fair. Farewell, thou pure in piety and in pious purity.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Now, hero, wherefore sit you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light to smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Then I think, help uncle, hero, uncle, Signor Benedick, friar.
Fate, take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame.
Why, how now, hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
What? Wherefore? Doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Can she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero, do not ope thine eyes, for did I think thou wouldst not quickly die? Why, thy spirits were stronger than thy shame. Myself put on the rearward of reproaches. Strike thou high! Grief, I had but one. Should I for that at fruitful nature's frame? Oh, one too much by thee. Why had I fun? Never wast thou lovely in my sight. Why had I not with charitable hand taken up a beggar's issue at my gates? Who smirched it thus and mired with infamy, I might have said, no part of it is mine. This shame derives itself from unknown loins. But mine, and mine I love, mine I praise, and mine I was proud on, mine so much mine. that I myself was to myself, not mine, valuing of her what she is fallen into a pit of ink that the wide sea hath not drops enough to wash her clean again, and salt too little which may season give to her. Thou tainted flesh!
Peace, Signor Leonato, for my part, I am so attired and wonder, I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not. But until last night, I have this 12-month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed. Confirmed. When the two princes lie and Claudio lie, hit for her, let her die.
Don't hear me a little. By noting the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face. 1,000 innocent shades and angel whiteness beat away those blushes. And in her eyes a fire hath appeared, to burn the errors that these princes hold against her maiden truth. Trust not my age, my reverence divinity. If this lady, this sweet lady, lie not guiltless here, under some biting error. Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that you accuse me. I know none. If I know of any man alive, then that which maiden modesty doth warrant, let all my sins lack mercy. O my Father, prove you that I converse with any man at hours unmet, yesternight, or that I maintain the charge of words with any creature. Refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprison in the princes.
The two of them have the very bent of honor. If their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in the frame of villainies.
If they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while. Let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here the princes left for dead. Let her be secretly kept in a while, and publish it that she is dead indeed.
What will become of this? What will this do?
She died, as it must be maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. So will it fare with Claudio, when he shall hear that she died upon his accusation. The idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn and wish he had not so accused her.
Signor Leonato, let the friar advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away, come, lady. Die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Be patient and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
Very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
You love nothing in the world so well as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as the thing I know not. It were as possible for me to say I love nothing as well as you. But believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing and I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my soul, Beatrice, thou knowest.
Do not swear and eat
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make an edict that says I love not you.
it. Will not you eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest. I love thee.
Oh, then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come. Bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. You have no love in you. I will go.
Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We would be friends first.
It would dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy? Is
he not approved in the height of villain that has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hand, and then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor. Oh, God, that I were a man. I would eat his heart in a marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with the man out of the window, a prophet saying.
But Beatrice...
Sweet hero, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone. Princes and counties, surely a princely testimony, a goodly account, how compact, a sweet gallant surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had his friend would be a man for mine. But manhood is melted into courtesy, valor into compliment, and litter only turned into tongue and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, who only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing. Therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
By this hand, come up.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Sure as I have a thought or a soul.
No. I am engaged. I will kiss your hand, Sarah. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a gift. As you heroes are so painful. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. So farewell.
Yes, our whole assembly appeared.
Oh, a bench for the sexton?
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that is certain. We have an exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Borachio.
Pray write down Borachio. Yours, dear?
I am a gentleman, sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope that they serve God. And write God first. For God defends that God should go before such fellows. Masters, it is already proved that you're a little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourself?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you. I will go about with him. Come you hither, sir, a word in your ear, sir. I say to you that it is thought that you are false knaves.
Sir, we are none.
Ha! Stand aside. For God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down that they are not?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch. They're their accusers.
Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you, in the prince's name, to accuse these men.
This man said that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, this is flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable!
I pray thee, fellow, peace. I do not like thy look, I promise thee.
What heard you him say else?
That he had received 1,000 pesos of Don John for accusing the hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed.
Yea, by thy mass it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his word, to disgrace Hero in front of the whole assembly and not marry her.
Oh, villain, thou wilt be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero is in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon grief of this, suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought before Leonato's. I will go before and show them their examination.
Come, let them be opinioned.
Yes, let them be on.
God, my life. Where's the sexton? Let him write down the Princess Officer costume. Come, find them. Thou naughty
Wait,
father.
Lornette! You Lornette! Oh, my God.
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my year? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. But master, remember that I am an ass. Though it not be written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou art full of piety, as shall be proved upon thee by good witness. Come, bring them away. Oh, that I had been put down an ass.
Go on thus, you will kill yourself.
Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. But there is no such man, for brother. Men may counsel and speak comfort to that grief which they themselves not feel. But tasting it, their counsel turns to passion.
Therein do men from children, nothing different.
I pray thee peace. I will be flesh and blood. For there was never yet philosopher that can endure the toothache patiently.
Yet bid not all harm upon yourself. But those that do offend suffer also.
There thou speakst reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me, Hero is belied. And that shall Claudio know, and so shall the prince, and all of them that thus dishonor her.
Here come the Prince and Claudio, hastily.
Good den, good den.
Oh.
Borachio.
Hear you, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Some haste, my lord. Well, very well. All is well. Why are you so hasty now?
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
But if he should right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Thou dissembler, thou, nay, never lay thy hand upon thy weapon, I fear thee not.
Marry, be true, my hand. If it should give your age such cause of fear, in faith, my hand meant nothing to my gun.
Hush, man, never fleer and jest at me. I speak not like a dotard nor a fool. I say, thou hast belied my innocent child. And she lies dead. With her ancestors, oh, in a tomb where never scandal slept. See this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body.
What has that to do with you?
Canst thou so dash me? Thou hast killed my innocent child. Thou killest me, boy. Thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed. No, let him kill one first. Ha ha! Sir boy, I'll whip you from your pointing fence.
Brother!
As a gentleman, I will.
Brother!
Brother, content yourself. He's slain, slandered to death by villains. Out facing.
Anthony!
Gun running, lead, boys. Ah! Ah! You lie, cog, flout, defame, and slander.
Brother Anthony!
Thou, content yourself. You can handle this.
Gentlemen folk, we will not wait your patience.
My lord? My lord?
My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord.
I will not hear you.
No. Come, brother. Away. I will be heard.
Yes, and so shall some of us, and someone will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Hello, senor, what is?
Good day, my lord. Good senor, you almost come to part, almost to pray.
We had like that with your noses snapped off with all men without teeth.
Leonato and his brother, what thinkest thou? Had we thought, I doubt we've been too young for them.
In a false world, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
Shall I speak a word in your ear? You are a village, I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I'll protest your cowardice. Let me hear from you.
Oh, I will meet you so that I may have good cheer.
Fare you well, boy, you know my mind. My lord, for your many courtesies, I think I must discontinue your company. Your brother the bastard has fled from Messina. You alone to kill the sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Blackbeard here, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him. He is in earnest.
A most profound earnest. And a worship for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound. Borachio one. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruth. Secondarily, they are slandered. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
Masters, who have you offended that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood.
What's your offense?
Sweet prince, I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who heard me confessing overnight to this man, how the prince, your brother, incensed me to slander thy lady hero. Oh, how you wronged her when you should marry her. They have my villainy upon their report, and I should rather seal it with my death than repeat it over my shame. The lady is dead upon my word, and I shall die for the cause of it.
Runs this not like iron through your blood?
I had drunk poison when we had uttered it.
But did my brother set thee on to this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery. Blood he is upon this villainy.
Here all my image does appear in the semblance that I loved it first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time, our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify when time and place shall serve that I am an ass.
Here comes Signor Leonato, and the sexton, too. Which is the villain? Let me see his eye.
Sir, if you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou this slave that with thy breath has slain my innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high, worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if you think you of it.
I know not how to pray or patience, yet I must speak. Impose me to what penance your vengeance can lay upon my sin. Yet sin not I, but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I.
I cannot bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb, and sing it through her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead. She alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Your overkind of suffering tears from me. I do embrace your offer and dispose of henceforth of poor Claudio.
I will look for you tomorrow. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all this wrong.
Oh no, by my soul she was not, nor knew what she did when she spoke with me, but has always been just and virtuous in anything I do know her by.
Moreover, sir, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pangs.
Your worship speaks like a thankful and reverend youth, and I praise God for you.
Here's for thy penance.
God save the foundation.
Go, I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank you.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself for the example of others. God keep your worship. I wish your worship well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God willing it. Come, neighbor.
Farewell, my lord.
Well, we shall look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring these fellows on. We'll have talk with Margaret how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
I have a daughter.
The God of love that sits above and knows me, how pitiful I desire. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that which I came, which is with knowing what had passed between you and Claudio.
Nothing but foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words are but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my charge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe from the coward. And now tell me, I pray thee, for which of my bad thoughts did thou first fall in love with me?
Why, for them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil, that they will admit no good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epitaph. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours. For I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to meet. Now tell me, how does your cousin?
Very ill.
How do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God, love me, and
Madam, you must come to your uncle. It is so loyal at home. It is proved my lady Hero is falsely charged, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of all, who is pled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you come here this evening?
I will live in thy eyes, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy house. And moreover, I'll go with you to your house.
Is this the monument of Leonato?
That it is.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in reward of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou upon this tomb, praising her when I am dumb. Now unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Come. Let us hence and put on other weeds, and then the Leonatos we will go.
And Hymen now with luckier issue speeds, for this for whom we rendered up this woe.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
And so are the prince and Claudio who accused her.
Well, I'm glad that all things sort so out.
So am I. Elsewise, my fate means forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning.
Daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw you into a chamber for a while, and when I send for you, come hither veiled. The prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. Brother, you know your office. You are to be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I shall do with confirmed confidence.
Gently, I must entreat your pains at it.
For what, senor?
To unbind me or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonato, truth it is, good signor. Your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
Which I was lent to her of my daughter, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof you had from me, Prince Claudio, but what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is any matter. But all my will is your good will, may stand and stay with ours to be conjoined in the honorable state of marriage, in which good friar I shall reside your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here come the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter? Brother, call her forth. Here stands the friar ready.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This is she. And I do give you her.
Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not, till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife, and when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and as surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify. When after that the holy rites are ended, I will tell you largely of fair hero's death. In the meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar, which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Well, and the prince and Claudio and your uncle have been deceived, but they swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no more than reason.
Why, then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
There's no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly, but in princely recompense.
Come, cousin, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I'll be sure upon that he loves her. For here's a paper, written in his hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written in my cousin's hand, containing her affection unto Benedick.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. I will have you. But by this light I take you for pity.
I will not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption.
I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedick, the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A college of wit crackers do not cloud me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire and epigram? No. Since I do purpose to marry, I will think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it. Therefore never cloud at me for what I have said against it, for man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion. Claudio, for thy part I did think would be thee, but in that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised and love my let us have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our hearts and our wives.
We'll have dancing afterward.
No, first of my word. Therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Take not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up, pipers.
Really wonderful. It's shot in Tuscany.